Less than 5 months ago, Radisson Blu Mammy Yoko Hotel had its soft opening launch in Aberdeen, Freetown. In the weeks that followed, Sierra Leone's first 5-star hotel quickly became the place to be for conferences, parties and events of every kind. Now, amidst an unprecedented health crisis in parts of the West African region, the economic impact of the Ebola outbreak is really beginning to take effect. Yeniva Sisay-Sogbeh talks to Nuno Neves, Radisson Blu Mammy Yoko's general manager, who explains how his company is coping with this unexpected crisis.
This is my family, Celia, Alexander, Pedro. I brought him here to spend with me and to face these challenging times in Freetown. And I'm sure that together with my family and our friends and the colleagues and the employees, the company, the shareholders, that we will win this battle.
Mr. Neves, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with Brand Sierra Leone. We appreciate you. What's your personal opinion about the difficult situation that Sierra Leone is facing right now?
Well, thank you, Jennifer, to have this moment with me. And as manager of the Radisson Blu Mammy Yoko Hotel, I'm very glad to be here, very concerned about the situation. And I can only say that despite we have opened last April, and we are a very short operation since we opened until this crisis came on, I can say that I have the situation under control. I have taken the required measures in order to keep the hotel open. We will not close. We will keep the hotel open. We will keep also our staff. We did internal agreements with everyone, between the staff, the company, the owners, the shareholders. They all agree. The decision is internal, but they all stay into all our common interests at the end. And I can only say that this situation has by far affected the financial aspect of the operation, which is obvious, because without meeting and events, which means without meetings, without conferences, without big dinners, caterings, we have suffered a drastic reduction, if not zero revenue in the meeting and events sector. Regarding the rooms occupancy, we have dropped up to a level of, we are on between 10–15% occupancy on a monthly basis. And we have taken also measures to close some floors, to cut in electricity, and so on, etc. In the meantime, I am trying to keep the motivation, the morale of the staff in a high spirit, because I'm committed to this project, and I'm not someone just to give up very easy. This is a very interesting project. I came here before the opening of the hotel. I started here June 2013, and as such, I feel in the bottom of my heart something really good for this place, for the city and for the country. Finally, we opened last April, and here we are on the operation.
How are you coping with the day-to-day running of the hotel during this difficult situation?
Okay. Since this situation started, I have started to give full training to all the staff about how to prevent Ebola. They had during 1 week a full immersion training, end of June, beginning of July. And then last week we had a full official training with a specialist from CDC from Atlanta.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, so they are all aware. And let me remind you all that this Ebola disease or crisis, it's nothing but about prevention, prevention, prevention. I think there are major diseases in the world much worse than Ebola. Ebola is one disease. It's a reality. Of course we have it, but it's not. It's much less important, let's say, than I would say malaria, yellow fever, and these are much worse. So I would say, and that's what I say to my staff, every day of the week, 9 o'clock, Monday, even weekends, even today, Saturday, I had a meeting with my HODs. I just tell them that the most incredible enemy of this situation is fear, it's untrust, and the non-commitment. Therefore, I do not have fear of the situation. I'm commitment, I trust, and I make everyone believe on this direction, because there's only a direction of commitment to believe what you're doing and to influence the others what they're doing.
Okay, what's your view for the future?
This crisis came in a very good moment where Sierra Leone was developing very well on the social economical aspect very well, due to the work of Excellency, the President Koroma is be doing an excellent job in the development side, but this Ebola crisis came to a standby phase in all the projects. So I think that once the Ebola is neutral, nothing happens, we will encounter some weeks, a few months of neutral time until everything slowly develops and goes. We need, first of all, we need to call the attention of the international tourism agents. I will call tourism agents, and I refer directly to the airlines, that they should not and they cannot cancel the flights to the country. It's a big mistake. I don't want to mention the names, but at the moment we only have 3 major airlines flying to and from Freetown, which I appreciate that they should not cancel, and the others who cancel, they should reactivate as soon as possible their flights to Freetown. It makes a big effort. That would be step 1, that the international market would be aware, you can go to Freetown, you can go to Sierra Leone. And then I'm aware as well that many companies have closed their doors or they have decreased the sense of business, lowered the level of production. And I think that this will take some time in order to leave the normal levels of production, of doing business, and so on. And unfortunately, it's not 1 day, 1 week. I believe that if everything goes as the President is announcing and as the international market organizations are predicting, I believe that by the beginning of the dry season, hopefully, which is end of November, beginning of December, things will get the curve of upwards. I hope so. For the good of the country, my company, the hotel, but for the good of the whole Salone people.
Mr. Neves, thank you once again for taking the time out to speak to Brand Sierra Leone. We will definitely take your message to our audience. And thanks again to the Radisson Blu team.
I would like to thank my staff. Without my staff, we could not be open. I would like to thank my company, Resider, to support all my actions through the Yes I Can spirit, that it's a major philosophy of our company. A few words of thank you to our main shareholders, which are West Africa and the Nassit Group, that they really support all of this operation with no limits. I would like to thank everyone, and thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. God bless Sierra Leone. Thank you.
Sweet Sierra Leone.